my name is Norsha Umaira and I'm from class 5C. Today my group and I will be talking about the topic that we chose for our Bio 310 project, which is allergies. Of course, the first question that comes to our minds is, what is allergy? All is allergies. Allergies are hypersensitive responses from the immune system to substances that enter or come into contact with our bodies. Now, allergens are actually substances that cause this reaction to happen. Most allergens come from food, drinks, or the environment, and some common examples are dust, pollen, and nuts. These allergens can cause symptoms such as sneezing, peeling skin, vomiting, and many more. Next is anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis is an allergic reaction that can cause serious conditions. Anaphylaxis happens when the body reacts badly to a substance or allergen, such as bacteria or virus. This is seen as a threat to the health, and the body produces large amounts of histamine. This triggers an inflammatory response. The next term that we should be familiar with is sensitization, which is a process where the immune system will produce a defensive protein, which is called an antibody, and the antibody will attack the allergen. The hypersensitivity will develop in sensitization. Next, we will be differentiating between immediate hypersensitivity and delayed hypersensitivity. From the table, we can see that for immediate hypersensitivity, the lymphocytes that are involved are B lymphocytes, whereas for delayed hypersensitivity, the lymphocytes that are involved are T lymphocytes. Moreover, for immediate hypersensitivity, the symptoms usually will show up very fast within just a couple of minutes after being triggered or being exposed to the allergen. While for delayed hypersensitivity, the symptoms will show up a bit later and usually will show up after 1 day or 3 days, 1 day to 3 days after being exposed to the allergen. For immediate hypersensitivity, the antibodies will act on the antigen, whereas for delayed hypersensitivity, the antibodies will provide cell-mediated immunity. An example for immediate hypersensitivity is the body will produce allergic conditions such as asthma or high fever, whereas an example for delayed hypersensitivity is the body will produce contact dermatitis where the skin is in contact with metals, cosmetics, and deodorant chemicals. The treatments that are usually used to treat immediate hypersensitivity are antihistamine drugs and hormone epinephrine and allergy shots, whereas for the treatment for delayed hypersensitivity, usually corticosteroids are used. Thank you.
Hello everyone, what's going on? How are you guys doing? I hope that everyone is doing fine. I am Muhammad Muazzam Sharizan from AS1205C. Today, I'm going to explain to all of you three things, which is the problem statement, the objective, and also the hypothesis in this allergic survey. What are you waiting for? Let's go. First of all, let us talk about the problem statement. Are UiTM students aware of their health and well-being? This is surely a big question. The main goal of this project is to spread the awareness about the allergies among the UiTM Tapah students and to ensure that they are educated enough about the allergies. It seems that the students are somehow lack knowledge about their health, especially when it comes to homeostatic imbalance in their bodies that could cause severe allergies and eventually lead to fatality. This is not a joke. Most of the people are not aware of the symptom, causes, and also the treatment regarding allergies, and this can be a bit disadvantageous. By learning about the disease, people might even be able to save a life in times of emergency. Therefore, our group made a survey by asking a few questions to UiTM students about the allergies. This may be one of the ways that can help the student to be more mindful about their health. Surveys such as this will make people realize that our health is golden and cannot be bought anywhere. Next, let us talk about the objective of the survey. There are two objectives of the survey. The first one is to carry out a survey on allergies among UiTM Tapah students. The second one is to determine the symptom, the causes, the treatment, severity of allergies among UiTM Tapah students. Hypothesis. There are three hypotheses in this survey. The first one is the female students are more concerned about their allergies compared to the male student. The second hypothesis is younger students are more concerned about allergies compared to the older students. And the last one, allergies affect people in their daily lives. And that is all from me today. I will now pass it to my friend Zalia. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Zalia Farisha binti Muhammad Fadzir from Class 5C, and moving on, I'm going to talk about respondents' answer for our provided survey about allergies among UiTM students. We provided few questions regarding their allergies, including their age, gender, and when did they been diagnosed by these allergies. Apart from that, they also need to answer how to get their allergies checked. Either they use skin prick test, blood test, or there is any other ways they used. Next, there is options about the symptoms. Either it is skin allergies like swelling, rashes, or seasonal allergies and food allergies, which commonly showing symptoms like itchy eyes and any other symptoms. They also need to answer the source of the allergies, such as is it from animal products, drugs, foods, molds, plants, or any other causes, and how fast these causes trigger their allergies. As they get treatments for their allergies, we want to know what kind of treatments. For instance, is it tropical treatments, medications, avoidance allergy, and how effective these treatments, and how long does it take to minimize the symptoms. Lastly, we also want to know how serious their allergies from tolerable and to severe, and how the allergies affect their everyday life. On the other hand, we provided this survey to a part of population chosen, which is our sample size. According to research Dr. Amir Hamzah Abdul Latif, 15 to 20% Malaysians suffering from allergies and expected to increase to 50% by 2021, which will becoming a common disease for people. A child or person that is likely to develop allergy based on genetics are those who both parents have allergy, which the possibility is up to 60%, following by one of the parents have allergies and both parents do not have allergies, which with percentage of 20% to 40% and 50% respectively. The population size is the university students around Malaysia, and the sample size that we take from is 33 respondents that have been diagnosed by allergy. As I presented earlier, there are questions about the allergies, types of the symptoms, kind of treatments, and many more. All the data collected from the survey we presented in the form of percentage, which we use pie chart, bar chart, as these can clearly classify the variations and modes of the data, which will be presented in the next slide by Sabrina.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Sabrina Azlimanti Roslan. My student ID 2018-209068. Today I want to talk about data and result. Culture of student and awareness of their allergy based on age is age 19, 20, 21, 22. The highest number of response is 20. Is culture of student that has allergy based on their gender is for the female is the number of response is 25, and for male is 8 number of round. The total number of student that has allergy that they suffer from allergy is 33. The blood charts of first allergy, the highest response is between 11 to 20 years old that started gets allergy. Next is the blood chart on how respondent allergy were diagnosed is for example, self-diagnosed, blood test, physician supervised challenge test, test, personal of medical history, skin prick test. The highest number of response that has diagnosed is personal of medical. Figure 6.1, blood chart of symptoms of allergy. Skin allergy is rashes is 50 respondents, while the lowest number allergy is none is 1. Figure 6.2, blood chart of symptoms of allergies. For example, null redness and itchiness on skin, itchy nose causing runny nose, water eyes, congestions, fever, and itchy eyesight. The highest number of response symptoms allergy is runny nose, 23 respondents, while lowest is none, that is 1, redness and itchiness on skin and itchy nose. That is blood chart of symptom of allergy is non-itchy nose, abnormal pains, that dizziness, eczema, nauseous, and swelling. The most higher that have symptom of allergy is eczema. Next is bar chart of causes of allergies. What causes that students' allergy is, for example, drugs, molds, plants, animal product, and foods. The highest number of response that causes of allergy is foods. is pie charts of how fast symptoms show up. Instantaneous is 9.27%. For within an hour is 14.43%, and for more than an hour is 10.30%. That is pie charts of how long it takes of symptoms to stop is for a few months is 1.3%. For less than 30 minutes is 2.6%. A few hours is 50.46%. A few days is 12.36%. And a few weeks is 3.9%. Next is bar charts on the treatments taken for allergy is, for example, abortage, topical treatments, medications, emergencies, interference, immunotherapy, allergen avoidance. That types of treatment that's higher response is medications. That is 23 around the number of response. Next is a pie chart of the effectiveness of treatment is more than an hour is 16.49%, an hour 50.45%, and instantaneously is 2.6%. Bar charts of severity of allergy, for example, terrible, medium, and very severity. So the highest number of response is medium, and the lowest number of response for severity is very severe. Next is pie chart of the effects of allergy in the respondents' daily life is yes or no. The most people respondent is say yes, that is 70.52%. For no, 16.48%. Next is bar chart of how allergies affect that respondent daily life is, for example, difficult to stay focused in doing work and easy get fatigued, uncomfortable, have the withstand the itching of small seed that comes out from surface of the skins. I can do works, can sleep for 3 days but I can up to a week, a bit choosy when it comes to foods, and tiredness and limited eyesight.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ruhaya binti Junaid. So for this section, I will discuss about discussion and conclusion based on our survey. Based on the survey conducted, the number of respondents received are 33 students, consisting of 8 male and 25 female students. From the survey, the data had that all of the respondents are aware of their allergies and confirmed that they have allergies. There were more female students in the survey because it is shown that females are more aware about their disease often compared to the males. Next, we found out that younger students are more concerned about their allergies, as more recipients are aged 19 and 20. Younger students probably do more research and are more quicker to find help when needed. Next, from the survey, it is shown that the most students started getting allergies at the age of 11 to 20 years old, followed by 1 to 10 years old, and the least is at the age of 20 to 30. This is because most allergies, such as seasonal allergies, usually develop by the age of 10 to peak of early 20s. The most common skin allergy symptoms is rashes, the most common seasonal allergy symptoms for seasonal allergies is runny nose, and the most common food allergy symptoms is eczema. When looking at the causes of allergies, the most common cause is food, such as wet, nuts, milk, shellfish, egg, and others. This is followed by animal products such as pet dander, dust mite waste, and others. Next, 42% of respondents answered that symptoms usually showed up instantaneously after allergies are triggered, followed by 30% with more than an hour and 27% within an hour. Moreover, majority of respondents with 46% answered within a few hours and 36% answered with a few days for the time taken for symptoms to stop. Most respondents take medication and topical creams as the treatments of their allergies, which are the most common and easily obtained treatments for allergies. This also goes hand in hand with their symptoms that are eczema and rashes. As for the effectiveness of treatments, 49% answered with instantaneously and 45% answered within an hour, while 2% answered with more than an hour. This shows that the treatments used are very effective. Next, most respondents answered with medium for severity of allergies, followed by tolerable, and very few answered by very severe. This shows that allergies may or may not be painful. 52% respondents answered with yes for the question whether allergies affect their daily lives or not, and the remaining 48% answered with no. When asked how, most respondents answered with it affecting their focus on work, followed by allergies making them feel uncomfortable. From the survey, we conclude that female students are more concerned about their health as there were more female respondents compared to male. Next, younger students at the age of 19 to 20 are more aware of their health compared to the older students at the age of 21 to 22. Last but not least, majority of the students said yes that their allergy does somehow affect their daily life. Here are the references that we use for this project. Thank you for watching.